among these two?
Ooh, it's difficult to say. I think I've seen them both play Armageddons in the past. I think in general, in online blitz, Wesley So has been more successful in this last year. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave not quite showing his best results. He tends to thrive more in over-the-board rapid chess or speed chess. Yeah, Wesley So, in terms of just past achievements, he must be the favourite here.
And here we are. The last game of today, the last game of the quarterfinals has started.
That's right, and Wesley So, he's developing his knight. We see the English opening. 𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬 and I are very happy to see that, I think. And Wesley So, he's not going for his normal approach. He's aiming to keep as many pieces on the board as possible. Maybe he's going to have one eye on the clock. That's my strategy, actually, when I play Armageddon. I just keep all the pieces on the board and try to win on time.
Yeah, and you can see Maxime Vachier-Lagrave has actually chosen a different approach. He's gone solid. There is no Grunfeld from him, which is when he fianchettos the bishop.
Yeah, so Maxime Vachier-Lagrave not playing the opening. We saw him play just in the last game, actually, when he lost very quickly and very painfully against Wesley. So Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, he's not used to this position. So will he spend time on the clock trying to get used, reacquaint himself with the ideas?
Well, he cannot do that, David, because he only has 3.5 minutes left. So he has to speed up. And you have to remember, there is no time added to each move. What you see on the clock is what they have.
Yes, and we see a trade of pawns in the centre there. Wesley So, he must have studied this before. He's playing very, very quickly. The thing is, there have been a couple of pawn trades, and the pawn structure is symmetrical right now. Wesley So retreating with his knight, attacking the black bishop in the middle of the board. This position, I think it's completely fine for black. But Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, he's still almost a minute down on the clock. He hasn't made any inroads into Wesley So's time advantage. The bishop just dropping back there, the black bishop. Wesley So, he'll be looking to activate his other rook. There we go. The two white rooks are fantastic. They're supreme on those open lines. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave just trying to clarify the tension by kicking away the white bishop with that last pawn move.
And now the bishop has to retreat, and that is a question that Wesley has to answer. But he shouldn't be burning time on the clock, to be honest. You know, there's now only 20 seconds between the two of them, and that is going to be a little bit motivating for Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. And Maxime activates the rook, and there we have an aggressive try. The knight has sprung into the middle of the board and putting pressure on Maxime.
Yeah, so white's pieces are far more advanced than their counterparts right now, but we might see some trades. We see the knights disappear from the board. Black's queen has to sidestep. It was attacked by the white rook in the middle there. More pieces disappearing as well. The bishops have left the board. Everything is kind of going against Wesley So right now. He's only 20 seconds up on the clock. Lots of trades have happened. Black's position is super solid, ultra solid. I think Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, he's playing very quickly and very well. Black's last move, lining up the queen with the black rook.
Yeah, 10 seconds difference between the two of them. This is not good news for Wesley. So now he has to win on terms of the position. Ooh, okay.
Wesley sacrificing a knight, but there's a trap.
Yes, there is a big trap, isn't there, David? You can't capture that knight with a knight because the bishop and the queen are lined up beautifully on the diagonal.
And that is super calm from Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. He missed that last move. He missed Wesley's knight advance. But instead of falling into the trap, instead of capturing that knight, he reacted quickly. He retreated his bishop. He's still only 10 seconds behind. And now Wesley is the one who has to retreat his knight. Everything is going in Vachier-Lagrave's favour. He's playing so quickly, so confidently. Wesley So just not able to create anything so far. It's still equal pieces and equal pawns.
And Wesley has gone down on the clock. So that on that advantage, that has completely got down. There is no time advantage whatsoever for Wesley So, and that means there is not going to be an opportunity for Wesley playing on the position, trying to win on time.
Yeah, so Wesley just advancing his rook there. But it just looks like this position is going to fizzle out. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave has done everything perfectly. He's gone for so many trades. He might offer another trade, maybe of knights. Okay, he just improves the black rook instead. That black rook was undefended, so he's protected it. Wesley going for the endgame, offering a trade of queens. The queens do disappear. I'm surprised by that decision. Every trade that happens, it will favour Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. He's closer to the draw now, but he's spending more time. He's dropped 20 seconds below Wesley, so maybe we'll see Wesley back to playing on the clock.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, definitely. He should not be using up time. And now there's going to be a question about the knight. Maxime Vachier-Lagrave. Okay. Oh, all these pawn advances.
Yeah, so the knights are now looking at each other in the middle there. Will Wesley trade those knights, or will he keep the knights on the board? He has to make that decision quite quickly. Both sides soon going to go under 2 minutes. Still a lot of pawns left on the board. You definitely get a scenario where it's all blocked, and then it will just be who is quicker on the mouse, who is quicker. It could become a race. White's king, meanwhile, in the race, it's more centralized than the black king.
Yeah, but I like what Wesley is doing. You know, he has activated his king, and now he's trying to make some inroads on the left side of the board. Okay, Maxime throws in a tricky check, and these knights are so tricky pieces. They're so crafty. They jump everywhere. And okay, so Maxime 𝙬𝙬𝙬 trying to clarify the situation by trading off more pawns. So Wesley has to keep the play alive.
Yeah, so Wesley shaking his head, but I think he's found a good move there. He's kicking away the black knight, which was so strong in the centre of the board. And also, once that knight retreats, maybe he'll push his central pawn up one square. The white could just push that central pawn now and block things up. When things are blocked, okay, he doesn't do that. But when things are blocked, you can make so many moves very quickly and in advance. That's just a general online blitz tip. But instead, Wesley opens things up and goes for it with his king. That white king now is advancing towards the left flank. He's got a target in mind. That black pawn, it's lonely out there. It doesn't have any protection. White's king is going for it now. Yeah,
absolutely, David. And one thing, again, that's worrying is the clock situation, because Maxime 𝙬𝙬𝙬 he's coming to 1 minute, and, well, Wesley has just under 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's played too slowly the last 10 moves, Maxime 𝙬𝙬𝙬, not just on the clock, but also in terms of position. Look at the white king, the white knight. They're just further advanced. They're better placed than the black counterparts. We're still very close to a draw. All black needs to do is eliminate all of the pawns. But he's running out of time. He's only got 1 minute left, and there's still enough pieces, enough life left for Wesley so to at least try and put pressure on here. Maxime, meanwhile, that pawn push, a great move, trying to eliminate another set of pawns.
All right, and we have to remember Wesley so needs a win in this game to be the winner. A draw is enough for Maxime 𝙬𝙬𝙬, as Wesley so is taking a pause to think, and that's dangerous.
That is dangerous because he doesn't get the time back, so he needs to hurry up. He just needs to take a practical decision, and I would be manoeuvring. Oh,
so Wesley so offering a trade of knights now. We could see a king and pawn endgame. It's very hard to evaluate. King and pawn endgames, the difference between a win and a loss is often just one move.
And we're going to see it. We're going to see it. And I think it's a draw.
Yeah, I think this position is a draw. Maxime 𝙬𝙬𝙬 also, he has almost a minute, but there's not many pieces remaining. 1 minute should be enough.
Yeah, that's a bad decision, I think, from Wesley. So, because now, okay, now it is completely blocked, and neither king can step backwards.
And Wesley also going low on the clock. They have roughly the same amount of time. Wesley, so there's no way to win.
They repeated the position. What a bad decision. Swapping off knights.
Oh, look at Maxime. Look at Maxime 𝙬𝙬𝙬. He had actually a big smile on his face. There it is, Maxime 𝙬𝙬𝙬, going through to the semi-final after Armageddon against Wesley, so who is back. But